Time for a rant. I gotta get it out. That's right, a notes rant. This is going to be a new thing for me, but I recently saw the Musical Box perform their Selling England by the Pound set. For those of you that don't know, Musical Box is a brilliant tribute band showcasing the efforts in stage live performance from Genesis from their early careers. I've seen them now at least 7 or 8 times doing either the Selling England by the Pound set, which was that 1973 show that the band put out, and this was actually what got me into progressive rock music. My dad took me to see the show when I was about grade 10 or 11. No, it was grade 10, and I just fell in love. I immediately took to every single one of the songs that they had played. It was the Selling England by the Pound show, and just everything they did was beautiful. Now, the set that they had played last week wasn't the best. It was the last one that they had within the tour, and I could kind of feel it. The players were a little bit tired. There were quite a number of missed notes. There was a little bit of confusion. It almost felt like these guys were playing for the first time really well together. So the overall stage presence wasn't as, I guess, oomph as I was hoping, but that was minimal to the real reason why I'm doing this, and the real reason why I'm really kind of pissed off as well. All shows, you're going to run the risk of people talking throughout the set, and it's almost an unwritten rule that when you're at a show, you don't talk, and when you do talk, it's in between songs very, very quickly, just to say, hey, that was awesome, or hey, that was great. And especially at a seated venue. Now, this was at the Massey Hall here in Toronto, and if you've ever been in Massey Hall, it is beautiful in terms of the aesthetics of the building. This was, built in the 1800s, and most of the stuff is still there from that period. I mean, most of the seats have been, changed and all that, but the overall integrity of the building is still there, and the acoustics is what really brings us to the music. It's so beautiful, and it's just so great. Now, when you talk throughout a show in a venue such as this, your voice carries, and when I was listening to the show, the individuals behind me were doing that stupid talking throughout most of it. And I mean most of it. Not just like a song here and there. They just would not show up. And both myself and my father, we did that whole turn your head around kind of thing. Like, when you're kind of giving them that warning, like, guys, shut up. We're not paying all this money to hear you yammer on. You gotta shut up. And they never got the hint. And even when they decided to shut up and not talk, there were 2 really loud, pretty inebriated individuals behind them that were talking away, going on about, oh, blah, 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 and like, guys, shut up. We're not here to listen to you yammer on. We're here to enjoy the music. So right after the Musical Box played the Musical Box, the lead singer who was taking on the persona of Peter Gabriel just got off, with the old man mask and the whole body, and so he needed to do a little bit of a costume change between the sets. So the band usually does a little bit of filler. And it's either No More or More Fool Me with Phil and Rutherford, or it's another, other kind of song. So this time they did Horizons, which is the first song off the second side of Foxtrot. It's just a really beautiful guitar piece. And throughout the entirety of the song, there was this jerk in the front row of the second balcony who was checking his Facebook throughout the entire thing. The lights are off, there's only the stage on, and so there's this giant glare coming up, and he's on the aisle, and so everybody around him can see exactly what he's doing. I mean, would you do this at any other event? Like, would you do this in a movie? I know a lot of people do, and it's annoying as hell, and it's doubly annoying when you're at a live venue because you can't go back and rewatch it. This is something that is once, and that's it. And I don't want that one time to be the guy sitting there. Now, true, I've seen this show about 5 times, so, that's a little bit silly on my part. But still, the thing is there. Don't be a jerk. Remember that there's people here that's trying to enjoy it as much as you are. So maybe you want to leave the conversations at home, only talk between songs, and make it quick, make it, concise. And just don't be a jerk. Realize that there's people there that really want to enjoy the music, and you don't need to do that. So anyway, that's my rant. I needed to get that out because I was starting to build up. This was definitely a therapy piece for me. And so yeah, that's all I've got to say. Just don't be a jerk, and respect other people at a show, because who doesn't? And so yeah, thank you guys for watching. This again was a therapy piece. Let me know some of your horror stories from, live venues. What are some things that really tick you off whenever you're going to a live show? Let me know by commenting below. And thank you guys so much for watching this little rant of mine. You guys are definitely the best. And until next time, notes out.